Hello and welcome to a team talk. I am Matt Print from Fitness with Matt, a group exercise instructor and personal trainer in Coventry in the United Kingdom. And today we are talking about the menopause, why movement matters. So we're going to be talking about what the menopause is, some of the symptoms, and how that can affect our bodies and why it's really important that we stay active. And then I'm also going to finish off the talk with some top tips to help you get started if maybe you're not active right now. As always, let me know in the comments your thoughts, your feelings. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe so I can keep doing these talks. So, what is the menopause? The menopause is when your period stops, usually for a period of 12 months, due to lower hormone levels. This usually happens between the age of 45 and 55, but it can happen earlier for various medical reasons, or it can just happen earlier for some people. So as you approach the menopause, your ovaries secrete less estrogen. It's this drop in estrogen that causes the menopause. Now, the perimenopause is when you have symptoms before your periods have completely stopped. So you'll start getting the symptoms that I'm about to talk to you about before you can officially be diagnosed as having gone through the menopause. Okay, so what are the kind of symptoms you can expect? And I just want to say, I understand I am a man talking about the menopause, but I've done some research and this is my findings. So symptoms are things like anxiety, mood swings, brain fog, hot flushes, night sweats, irregular periods, vaginal dryness. There are so many other symptoms, but these are like the most common ones. And we can see that that impacts on your work, your life, your relationships, and people. It can have such a big impact on women's lives. And it is still shocking to me in this day and age that we're not talking about it and that there's not more support out there for people, especially within the NHS. So if you are going through it, go get support, and you may have to fight for it, but keep pushing because you deserve the help and support you need, okay? Now, today we're looking at why being active is important because a lot of people associate the menopause with an increased weight gain. Now, whilst there is no evidence that the menopause directly affects weight gain, it doesn't mean it indirectly doesn't cause weight gain. So the two main things are coming into play here. There are lifestyle factors that I'm going to talk about in a moment, but there's also body fat distribution changes. They are looking at this constantly, so they believe that during the menopause, where your body distributes your body fat increases around, so basically your body starts putting more of your abdominal fat around your let's go again, shall we? So your body distributes fat differently, so it tends to put it abdominally. So you go from having a pear-shaped to being more of an apple, is what they say. And I know it's not a nice way to describe it, but it just can sometimes help visualize that rather than being on the hips and the legs, the body fat tends to be distributed abdominally. So coming on to lifestyle factors. So when you think about the typical age of a woman going through the menopause, many are further on in their career, so their life is more stressful. Often they may have grandchildren or children, so there'll be childcare issues there. Because of aging, lean muscle mass will be decreasing. You will be time poor, you'll be tired, you'll be stressed because of the symptoms of the menopause, the night sweats, you can't sleep as well. All these things impact on your life because when you're tired, you're stressed. We tend to eat differently. We tend to crave sugary, calorie-dense, highly palatable foods. If we're tired and we're stressed and we're not getting enough sleep, we're not going to feel like being active. If we have less time for ourselves because we're looking after our grandchildren, then we're going to be time poor to go and exercise. So you can see how all these little things, when they unite, can actually affect how active you are and what you consume. And so therefore, it can make an environment where it's very easy for you to gain weight. So, why is it important that we move when we are perimenopausal and menopausal? 1, to build and maintain lean muscle mass. So muscle mass requires calories, energy to work, to move. So as long as we maintain that rather than losing it as we age when we're inactive, if we maintain that, we're not going to have such a drop in our metabolism. Okay, our body's going to require more calories when we are walking, when we're climbing stairs. But also you need to think about it. As we get older, we want to stay independent and strong. So it's really important also to maintain lean muscle mass for that. So we aren't shuffling around, so we can prevent ourselves from falling, okay? Next, it reduces the risk of osteoporosis. So as you age, your bones become brittle, but if you stimulate them with exercise, with movement, it helps to counteract the osteoporosis, so hopefully you won't suffer from it. Number 3, it reduces the risk of heart disease and stroke. So if people do tend to gain weight during the menopause, perimenopause, that's going to add on to other health-related risks, such as coronary heart disease, strokes, some kinds of cancer. So next, fewer or less severe hot flushes and night sweats have been experienced by some people who are going through the menopause but who keep active. And next, let's not forget that exercise is a great stress reliever. It's great for alleviating depression, boosting self-esteem and releasing feel-good hormones. So that is just a list of some of the reasons why being active is so important during the menopause. Now, if you're there watching being like, but I'm not active, I don't know where to get started, maybe your confidence is a little bit lower because of all the things we've discussed happening to your body right now, start small. Okay, it could be that you go for a 5-minute walk 2 times a week, or just today, just one day. Just taking that first step is the most important thing. You don't have to have a plan laid out in front of you. What you need to do is take action. So start small, a 5-minute walk a week. Maybe it is that you will go to 1 exercise class a week. We all have to start somewhere. People often come to me now and are like, I don't know how to teach so many classes. It's like, well, I didn't start teaching this many classes. So it's really important to start small. Start with one a week. Not every day of the week, 1 a week. Next, find something you enjoy. It's really important because consistency is the most important thing when it comes to health, fitness and well-being. You need to consistently do something, okay? And be prepared to try a few things before you find what you enjoy. Be prepared not to like things, and it's okay. Next, find a community of people who are going to support, who relate to what you're going through. I know in my classes, people are often talking about their symptoms of the menopause and sharing their experiences. This week they were joking about their patches falling off because of the sweat, because of the heat this week. You know, find somewhere where you get that support you need and you feel you belong. And again, it might take you time to find that. Next one, really important. They advise 2 strength sessions working all major groups a week. 2 strength workouts. Now, this is where we come into difficulties. Often, women are not keen to do resistance training. They're scared of bulking. They're not confident. The gym environment can be a very masculine, male-dominated environment, which can be intimidating. So my advice to you, if you can, is find someone to train you, a professional, someone to work with you, to give you that confidence, to give you some tips so you know what you're doing it properly with good form, and you're not going to injure yourself, and you're going to get some advice. I understand that comes at a premium cost, so maybe you get on YouTube. There are so many workouts out there, but it's important that whatever you do it with resistance, so with some weights, okay? And if you can't afford any weights, what you can do is you can fill a rucksack with big bottles of water and it's a place to start, okay? And then finally, think about workouts like Pilates and yoga. These are great for practical mindfulness, strength, for mobility, all these things that we need as we get older and as we're going through the menopause. It might just give you that little bit of time to switch off and just be in the present. So I hope those tips have helped and I've raised a bit more awareness. Please, please, please do not suffer in silence. Go and seek medical support if you are struggling. See what options are out there, but most importantly, keep moving, because it's really going to help you in so many ways. Reduce stress, help you feel good about yourself, keep your body strong, keep your body active, allow yourself to age and enjoy life, not just stop. Okay? As always, don't forget to follow me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Fitness with Matt, Instagram, Fitness with Matt1. If you have any questions, please DM me right in the comments below and I will come back and help you as best I can. And I just hope this has helped you feel a little bit more aware, empowered, and a little bit more confident to take those steps if maybe you haven't already. So as always, thank you for listening. I hope I've made sense. Have a brilliant day and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.
I make see again.